Alright, hello there, my name is Charles and I'm with Geotech, and today I'm going to be explaining to you the basic principles behind planetary gear sets. So what I have right here in front of me is a planetary gear set. It consists of the sun gear and the planet gears and their carrier, and the ring gear, which has teeth on the inside instead of the outside. And of course it's called a planetary gear set because, it looks like a sun and its planets. Very, very cool. So that's that. And these gears are really cool because using these gears, they're a lot stronger than the manual transmission gears, and you can get a lot more gear ratios out of just one set than you can out of a manual. Although I prefer manuals. That's not what this is about. So there's multiple methods of controlling a gear set. The first set is driving. So depending on which component you put the force through, that changes where the force is going to come out. And there's, like I said, there's several methods of holding. The most common method is a clutch setup. So this big metal thing here is a piston, and these little things here are clutches. And these little teeth fit onto like the outside casing right here. And these metal pieces, this little metal circle right here, there's more of them in there, and they have teeth that connect to the case here, this whole thing. And the piston applies pressure, sort of like hitting the brakes, which locks these two components together, which spins. So like this whole thing here would spin, and if you locked the planet carrier to this thing, it means that the outside gear is going to be locked and rotating with this thing. So that's how you control the gears. I have right here is an example of a clutch. So you see the inner teeth spline onto something on the inside, and the outer teeth spline to the outside. And they usually come in like sets when you have like maybe 5 or 6 or 8. You'll have like a spring in there and a reaction plate, which I don't have, but this is all I got. But they're still important. And then there's this thing, which is a band, and they wrap around and squeeze really tight and slow it up. Bands are usually used in light to medium duty vehicles for first gear. And like diesels and stuff, you'll have like clutches for first gear. So back to the planet. So what's really cool about a planetary gear set is that you can get multiple gear ratios out of just one set. So if you want like a low gear to start out, a 3-to-1 ratio, you would drive the sun gear, and all the rotation would come out of the ring gear because you locked this in place. See, like that. And that gives you a 3-to-1 ratio. Then if you drive the planets and you hold the ring gear stationary, it drives the sun. You see how the sun's moving faster? There's your overdrive. And then if you hold the planet gears and drive the ring, you get reverse. And if you hold any two components together, you get your 1-to-1 ratio, which is like 4th gear in manual. And that's how those work. They have compound. We get all the gears from a transmission by using 2 or 3 sets of these. We also have compound gears like this. And this has another mechanism for holding. It's a sprag, which is like a one-way bearing. It lets you rotate one direction when you go the other. It wedges up. You see the little edges? It wedges in the edges. And stops it from rotating. But this is a Ravigno planetary gear set. there's two planets that mesh together. If you look, this one sticks out a little more. So this one doesn't mesh with anything but this gear. And this one meshes with an outer planet. And then you'll have a sun gear for the bottom gears. And then you'll have a sun gear for the top gears. And you can, I don't exactly know what cool stuff you can do with this, but I'm sure it's even cooler than this one. But that's pretty much essentially how you get your gears with the Planetary. And they are stronger than those in a manual because they're constantly in mesh. So every single gear in an automatic transmission is touching. And you apply the clutches and bands, and that's what shifts your gears, which, saves the life of the gears. Not only that is that there's multiple points of contact. You see all the teeth here, all the teeth there, all the teeth here, there. So when you shift gears, it's less stressing and they last longer. That's it. Thank you for watching.